I have a telescope, a Newtonian telescope, but I don't know, I mean, how much in detail should I go with the...
As much as you want to.
So it's a telescope which has a 800 millimeters focal length. So you can imagine like a photo lens. You know, normally you buy a 50, 100, 200. This one has a 800 millimeters focal length. So the magnification that can provide is much more than you would normally obtain with a camera lens that you can normally buy. And it's 20 centimeters wide, so it's very large. So the amount of light that it can collect, compare, for instance, the human eye, it's immensely higher. Okay, and but I mean, magnification is not everything when you take, especially when you take pictures. Is not the most important thing, because sometimes there are large objects that actually cannot fit inside your field of view. So is that in reality, when you take pictures of the sky, it's the same as when you take normal pictures. You need different lenses depending on which subject you want to image. So with the telescope that I currently have, I have a certain number of objects that I can successfully or satisfactorily image, but other type of objects I'd say are either too small for my telescope or too big to fit into the field of view. So this is something that people normally don't take in consideration or don't realize, but it is instead a very crucial point when you set up your equipment. So I have the telescope. Of course, you need a tracking mount because the stars happen to move at night. Well, it's the Earth that rotates, but the apparent movement that you see is that of the stars. So you need something that can follow the movement of the stars, so you don't see star trails in your pictures, because the exposure that you need to obtain these pictures are often in the range of minutes. So you have to expose for 1, 2, 3 minutes of time of open shutter, compared to the few milliseconds that normally you use with a everyday camera. And yeah, so amount, yeah, and what else? I have also some normal lenses that I can attach to my camera. As I said, for very wide objects, sometimes you just need a normal camera lens, perhaps of a slightly higher quality than normal ones, but there are lenses that are used exactly in everyday photography. For instance, the Milky Way is perfectly suitable for being photographed with a normal lens. That's what you need. You don't need a telescope to take pictures of the Milky Way. It's actually a great starting point for astrophotography, the Milky Way. There are amazing websites of people taking pictures with iPhones and smartphones of the Milky Way. So if someone is interested in getting into astrophotography, the Milky Way is for sure one of the best objects to start from.